All right, we're live. Welcome on into Flex 13 this morning. Thanks for joining, team. So Flex 13 has got some juicy balance work in, which is always a really nice way to start the day. So it can be a little bit more challenging to balance in the morning, but it's so good for you. It really helps build concentration and focus for the day. So fire up those quads. We're going to get leggy. So we're going to start with a little plank sequence. We're going to have some lunge and warriors. Get the hips open as well. So lovely way to start the day, building focus, concentration, and generally getting things moving. Yes, that's Flex 13. Exciting things in the pipeline is we hopefully have now got all of our park classes all officially validated and gone through, so look out for that coming very soon. So park classes are going to be doing 6 a week, I think, across 3 different parks in Sheffield. So can actually be together, which will be super nice, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That should be coming very soon. Also looking to start, as things start to open up, we'll be reopening up the studio, hopefully at some point in July when we get everything sorted, to make sure everyone's safe and has a lovely experience. And also we will be looking to offer lots more private classes and one-to-ones if people are looking for some more yoga at home or in the studio. If you're hey Emily, you can jump over and join us in the Zoom room if you're a virtual member, to get to see you up above, have a little chat. How are you, Emily? You okay?
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Awesome. What's that?
It's tired.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. I'm definitely this week I need to like max out on the sleep. Sleep is Have you had a busy weekend? Oh. Good. Are you back in the workshops yet, or?
Yes, in the virtual show this weekend.
Oh, cool. How did it go?
Yeah, it was good, actually. There is hope.
Oh, that's great to hear. Hey, Flora, you okay? Oh, there we go. Hey, Mum, you okay? You good? How's it going? Awesome. Well, thanks for joining, guys. So yeah, in terms of anything you might need for this class, I should probably say now, you might want to maybe potentially grab a strap and a brick if you know that's something you like to use, or anything else that you, if you need something to balance with. So we will be looking at some standing splits, and also just a few little balance poses where you might want to have a brick and a strap to hand. So do feel free to grab one if you need one, or a dictionary, or anything else you happen to have hanging around. Awesome. And yeah, just remember, as always, just take it your own pace, adjust, adapt, whatever feels good. So opening up the body, work on balance and strength this morning, on just finding some headspace and chilling out. And we'll be back in later for sculpt and power and chill as well. So full old day of fun. All right, we've got 20 seconds to get started. So if you want to start coming on down and finding your way to a wide leg child's pose, we can start to get started there. Bringing the knees out wide towards the edges of the mat, big toes together, hips down towards the heels. Closing the eyes, letting the forehead relax down to the mat. And just connecting in with the breath, really deep, full breaths in. And just letting the hips sink down towards the heels, the shoulders relax down. Starting to welcome yourself into your practice. So feeling the deep breath in the back body, in the lower back, in the spine. And exhale, let the chest sink between the arms, the shoulders, the eyes, the jaw, everything soften down. Just taking 3 more really deep, full inhales and exhales, feeling that fullness of the breath expand the body, and that steady exhale release. When you're ready, just taking 1 more really deep inhale. Exhale. And from there, grounding down with the hands, roll on up and finding your way to a table pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure you're spreading the fingers out wide, grounding down into the fingertips, into the second knuckle, drawing the abdominals in tight. And when you're ready, working through cat-cow. So inhaling, letting the gaze lift, rolling the shoulders back. And exhale, pressing away, chin to chest, arching, lengthening out through the whole back body. Just enjoying that flow, inhaling to open and lift and stretch out through the chest. And exhale, strong through the core, tucking the pelvis, chin to chest, really lengthen, extend, release through the whole back body. One more inhale. And on your exhale, just walk the hands forwards, creeping your way into a little puppy pose, letting the hips be high, the shoulders roll down the back, just stretching out there. Deep inhale. And exhale, letting the chest sink down, the shoulders draw down the back, just finding some lovely opening through the back body. Taking one more really deep inhale. And exhale there. And from there, grounding down with the hands, roll your way up. Fingers under shoulders, tuck the toes, and find your way into a downward facing dog. So first down dog of the day, perhaps. Thinking about spreading the fingers out really wide, pointer fingers facing forwards, engage the abdominals, send the hips as high as you can, wrapping the triceps away from the ears, and focus on that sense of extension, of lengthening out through the whole back body. Inhale, extend the hips high, and exhale, let the chest sink between the arms. Maybe having a little pedal out, a little shake out. Remember, downward facing dog, we're aiming to find space in the back side of the body. So thinking about opening up space in the calves and the hamstrings, we're using the abdominals to support that lengthening spine, pressing really hard with the hands into the mat, wrapping the triceps away from the ears. Deep inhale. Exhale. Taking one more really deep breath in. And then from there, start to walk the feet towards the hands, finding your way into a floppy forward fold. Having a little shake, a little wiggle out. Again, just thinking about keeping things easy, keeping things loose. Maybe rocking the weight into the toes, lifting the hips high above the heels, letting the head and the shoulders release. Imagining, visualizing the spinal column just gently becoming more spacious. Vertebra moving away from vertebra, letting go of any holding in the head and the shoulders. Taking a deep breath in. And from there, release the arms, ground down with the feet, rise tall, inhale, reach and stretch and open the heart out to the sky, inhale. And exhale, swan dive, folding forwards, bending the knees if you need to, hands plant, head drop, shoulders relax. On an inhale, float up high on the fingertips, or bring hands to shins, weight into toes, strong core, shoulders back, inhale. And exhale, fold, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to a plank position. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers are spread out wide. Thinking about finding your power here. Press really hard with the hands into the mat. Lifting up the quads, engaging the core. Find that strength, hold it there. 3, inhale. Exhale, so focus on energy and strength of the arms. 2. Perfect, taking one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. From there, use the toes with the body weight forwards, bending through the elbows into low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, pointing the toes, squeezing the glutes, up dog, opening through the spine. And exhale, flowing your way back to a downward facing dog. Thinking about spreading the fingers out wide, wrapping the triceps away from the ears, lifting up the quads and really extend and lengthen out. So once again, just feel into the space that you can create. Inhale, pressing and lifting the hips high away from the hands. Make sure the fingers are spread out wide, grounding down into the fingertips. Maybe a little lift of the quads to help extend the hamstrings. Deep breath in. And taking one more breath, inhale. Exhale. And from that little bend of the knees, hop, step or jump, feet towards the hands. Inhale, thinking about extending and lengthening, stretching out. Exhale, relax and fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise, engage the core once again. Inhale, lift and open up with the heart. And exhale, swan dive, fold straight back down. Our first little plank sequence. Inhale to find length, stretch out, reach out, strong core. And exhale, fold, planting the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to a plank position. From here, we're moving straight into side plank. Left hand under left shoulder, right hand to the sky. Remember, if you want to plant one foot down or the knee down or stagger the feet, you're very welcome to. If you're feeling like you want to take it further, we're just going to point the right toes and start to lift and lower that right leg. Thinking about squeezing the muscles of the core to help stabilize. Press really hard with the left hand into the mat. Thinking about squeezing the right glute, lifting and lowering with control for 3. So moving with control here, 2. Well done. And 1, right hand plants. From there, place the right foot under the body and lift the left hand up to the sky. So we're moving into a fallen pyramid. Left hand reaching the sky, right outer edge of the foot is grounded, whole left foot is grounded, and really press and lift the hips up high. Thinking about finding strength in the core, perfect, really opening through the heart. Imagine the hips are being lifted towards the top of the room. Hold in here for 3. Deep breaths in and out, 2. And 1, left hand plants. From there, the right foot whips behind you and then press the hips high, wild thing. So we're just flipping our plank. The right foot lands behind left. Press and squeeze the glutes, opening and lengthening through the whole front side of the body. A lovely stretch out through the hip flexors, through the quads. Perfect. Taking 1 more breath in. And out. Find your way back to plank. And from there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhaling to up dog, shoulders back. And exhale your way to downward facing dog. Thinking about sending the hips up high, spreading the fingers out wide. Really find that power, that strength there. And when you're ready, right foot rises. Lift the right foot high, squeeze the right glute, left heel to the earth. 3-leg dog, inhale. And exhale, drive right knee to nose, squeezing in the abdominals. Inhale, reach and stretch up. And exhale, squeeze and drive. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, extend and stretch. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Right foot meets left, look to hands, hop, step or jump feet towards the hands. Inhale, extend, lengthen out. And exhale, relax and fold. Great job. Ground down with the feet, rise tall. Inhale. So lift and open out with the heart. And exhale, swan dive, folding straight back down. Inhale, extend, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to plank. And from there, taking that same flow, second side, right hand under right shoulder. Remember, you can plant a feet, you can stagger the feet, you can modify. Thinking about throwing the hips up high, and if you're feeling it starting to lift, and lower that left leg. If you're lifting and lowering, remember, we want to focus on engagement, on power. So think about finding that strength, pointing or flexing the left toes. Thinking about using the glutes. Thinking about using the core to stabilize. 3. Well done. So moving into fallen triangle, and then into wild thing. 2. And 1, left hand plants, left foot comes under the body, right hand reaches up to the sky. So really stretching and opening out through the heart. Press the hips high, squeeze the core, really lengthen, lift, lift, lift. Deep inhale. Exhale, so focusing on power through the side body, opening through the heart. Well done. 3, inhale. Exhale, so focus on that breath. 2. Taking 1 more really deep inhale. And exhale, right hand plants, left foot whips behind you, press the hips high, and scooping up into wild thing. So left foot lands behind right, we're flipping our plank over, squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes, focusing on opening out, stretching out, awesome stuff, looking good at home, lengthening through the whole front side of the body, a really strong pose, also a great way to create space. Working here, 3, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, send the hips higher, 2. Well done. And 1, find your way back to plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lowering down through low plank. Inhaling up dog, shoulders back, point the toes. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Taking some time, reset your dog. Think about fingers spreading wide. And when you're ready, left foot rises, squeeze that left glute. And exhale, drive knee to nose, strong through the core. Inhale, reach, extend and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and drive knee to nose. 1 more time. Inhale, lift and stretch up. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Left foot meets right, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, extend and stretch out. Exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet, rise and lift up tall. Inhale. And exhale, folding down. 1 more little plank-based sequence. Inhale, long flat back. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to plank. And from there, we're going to lift the left foot up, squeeze the left glute, inhale. And exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, extend that left foot out again, squeeze the glutes. And drive knee to nose, working the abdominals. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. From there, left foot moves back, 3-leg lower or plant both feet. So using the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower down. And then we're just going to press back up. So little double dips. You can plant both feet if you need to. You can come to the knees if you need to. 2 more. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Lower. And strong core. Press back up. Final time. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Lower. And then pressing all the way up. 3-leg dog. Left foot rises. Fingers spread out wide. Right heel is coming to the earth. Scissoring the inner thighs together. Squeeze the left glute. Inhale. Exhale. We're just going to hold there. Notice if the shoulders are hunching up by the ears. Wrap the triceps away from the ears. Send the hips high. Stretching out. 3. Squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, or flexing the foot to 5. Energy. 2. And 1. Left foot meets right. Bend the knees. Hop to hands. 1 more time. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold. Ground down with the feet. Rise up. Reach tall. Inhale. And exhale, swan dive, folding down. Inhale, long flat back. And exhale, plant the hands. Hop, step, or jump. Finding your way to plank. Right foot lifts, so we've got 3 drives and then 3 dips. Right foot lifts, squeeze the core, inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose, squeezing those abs in. Right foot extends, squeeze the glutes. And drive knee to nose. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, drive. From there, right foot lifts. And when you're ready, you can plant both feet. You can drop to the knees if you need to. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, a little lower. And press back up, strong core. 2 more, little lower, bending at the elbows, strong core. Powering back up, squeeze the glutes. 1 more time, little lower, and press all the way up, 3-leg dog. Right foot to the sky. We're just going to hold this 3-leg dog. Fingers are spread out wide, triceps wrapping away from the ears. Extend and lengthen, left heel to the earth, scissoring the inner thighs together. Stretch up, reach up, squeeze the glutes. Working here, 3. So hopefully feeling quite a lot warmer now. Build up some energy, moving into balance. 2. And 1, right foot meets left. Look to the hands, hop forwards. Inhale, extend and stretch out. Exhale, relax and fold. Ground down with the feet, rise up, reach tall, inhale. And exhale, your hands back to heart center. All right, we're going to move into a tree pose to start off with here. So moving your weight into your right foot, left foot is coming up to the inner thigh. Thinking about pressing the inner thigh and the foot sole of the foot together, hands to heart center. So we're thinking about engaging the right quad, the right glute. If you're feeling it, lifting the hands up to the sky, softening the shoulders. So tree pose, we're starting to focus on balance. We're thinking about lengthening the spine, softening the shoulders, working on posture, and of course opening through the hips. Awesome. Deep breaths in. And out. We're going to move to extension of the leg in front of us next. 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Taking the hands underneath the left knee, drawing the knee in towards the chest. Focusing on stabilizing there. Squeeze the core, shoulders back. Try not to lean backwards. Option to stay there. Option to take your left peace sign fingers to the big toe and start to kick out if that's okay for you. Thinking about squeezing in the core. Remember, try not to lean backwards. Draw the left shoulder backwards. As you kick out, you're starting to open and lengthen through the back of that left hamstring. Wherever we are, we're building strength in the arms, in the abs, in the legs. 3. Moving to a dancer pose next. 2. And 1, we're going to take the left foot behind us and the right hand to the sky. It might be just staying here in a quad stretch, pressing the hips forwards, the top of the left foot into the left hand. Or if you can, we're going to walk the palm around so the left palm is facing away from the body, external rotation through the shoulder. Left foot kicks back, right hand reaches forwards. Engage the muscles of the standing leg. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, start to lift. Perfect. So we're thinking about squaring the hips. Inhale, really stretch. And exhale, lifting. So we're working on balance. We're opening up through the quads. Perfect. Working here. 3. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to move to a standing splits next. So we're opening up through the quads, stretching out like almost like a ballet style. 2. And 1. Folding down over your standing leg. So right foot down, left foot lifts. Bend that right leg if you need to. Kick up high with the left foot. Inhale. And exhale, relax and fold. So we're stretching out down the back of the right leg. Shoulders are soft. Squeeze that left glute. Inhale. And exhale, fold. So lovely standing splits. If you want to make it harder, you could take both hands around the right ankle or one hand around that right ankle. Really challenge that balance. Lengthen and lift. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Left foot meets right. Drop the hips low. Rise up with the hands. Chair pose. Weight into the heels. Think about lifting the toes up. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Make sure you're not sticking the bum out. The core is really tight. Inhale. And exhale, sinking lower. Really nice stuff. Deep breaths in. And now we're almost there with this little balance sequence. 3. So soft through the shoulders. Make sure the hips are moving behind you. Thinking about powering up the quads, the glutes. 2. Nice. And 1, we're going to come all the way down to a toe stand here. So thinking about moving the hands to the heart center, the knees forward, squeeze the core, find that little balance. If you need to plant the hands down for support, feel free. If you can, lifting upwards to the sky. So toe stand, we're thinking about building strength in the legs and the abdominals. A little bit of low balance here, perfect. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2, almost there. And 1, plant both hands, lift the hips high, and find your way into a floppy forward fold. From there, we're just going to breathe into the legs. So inhale, hands to shins, stretch out. And exhale, relax, fold. 2 more. Inhale, extend and stretch and reach long. Exhale, fold. 1 more time, inhaling. Exhale. From there, plant the hands, hop, step or jump. Find your way to plank. And either straight to down dog, or if you're feeling it, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhale your way to down dog. Just using this as a little bit of a reset. Remember, if you need to take a child's pose anytime, instead of a dog, feel free. Just send those hips up high. Notice maybe you've created a little more space in that balance sequence. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, chest sinks through the arms, head relaxes. Working here. 3, inhale. Exhale, so really enjoying that fullness of the breath. 2. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. From there, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, extend and lengthen, long flat back, stretching out. And exhale, relax to fold, release. Grounding down with the feet, rise tall. Inhale, reach, extend and stretch up. And exhale your hands back to heart center. Beautiful work. Taking that same flow on the second side. So left foot is grounding. Make sure the toes are spread out wide. You've got that strength of the left quad. Right foot is coming into a tree pose. High or low, it's absolutely fine. You just want to make sure you're avoiding putting the foot on the knee. We don't want to create instability there. Left inner thigh presses back into the right foot. The right foot comes in. Hands to heart center. Thinking about squeezing the glutes, crown of the head to the sky. And when you're ready, reaching up. Perfect. Looking good. Deep breaths in. And out. So starting to find that focus, that stability. Going to be here a little while in our balance sequence. So find that steadiness, find that point of comfort. 3, inhale. Exhale, remember the shoulders are soft. 2. Nice work, looking good. 1 more breath in. And out. And from there, right knee is going to lift. Taking the hands underneath that knee, squeezing in the core, drawing the shoulders back. You're super welcome to stay there. Or if you're feeling it, we're thinking about taking the right peace-sign finger to the big toe. Make sure you're not leaning forwards or backwards. Find that stability. And when you're ready, if you're ready, start to kick out with that right foot. Try to focus on maintaining strength and length from heel to head, and then just to kick out as far as you can. Or holding on to that right knee. Wherever we are, we're thinking about finding that strength in the abs, lifting up with the heart space. We're working on balance. Maybe a little bit of work for that hamstring as well if we are taking that extension. Awesome, looking good. Dancer poses next. 3, inhale. Exhale, lifting up with the heart. 2. And 1, taking your right foot behind you, taking your right hand to the right foot. Thinking about pressing the hips forward, shoulders back. Remember, you can stay there, just working on that quad stretch. Think about lifting up the left quad, or maybe start to walk the right palm around so the shoulder externally rotates. Right foot kicks backwards, left hand moves forwards. Inhale, and exhale, start to lift. Thinking about trying to use the hips and the core. So we're thinking about steering the hips down towards the mat as the left hand reaches forwards, the right foot moves back. And then we're lifting, stretching, opening through the heart space. So our dancer pose, we're lengthening out through the quads, through the hip flexors, opening up through the front right side of the chest. Deep inhale. Exhale, standing splits is next. 3. So think about that transition. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lift. 2. And 1, let's go. Flowing forwards with control. Bringing the hands to the mat. Thinking about bending that left leg if you need to. Inhale, extend the crown of the head and toes away from each other. And on your exhale, you can relax and fold. Letting the whole of the spine release. If you want to take the hands around the left ankle or one hand, really challenge the balance, feel free. If you need to use a brick under the left hand, rock on. Inhale, extend and lengthen and stretch. Exhale, letting the head and the shoulders release. Deep breaths in. And now open up through the back of that left leg for 3. Deep breaths. Using that breath, chair poses next. 2. So we're opening out through the hamstrings, strengthening that right leg. 1 more breath in. And out. Well done. Right foot meets left. Send the hips low. Rise up tall with the hands squeezing in the core. Shoulders back. Chair pose. Weight into the heels. Make sure the body weight is moving behind you. Find that strength of squeezing through the inner thighs. And when you're ready, let's flow out with the arms. Inhale tall. And exhale, stretching back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Beautiful stuff. Inhale, tall. And exhale, flow back, stretch back. We're almost there. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. From there, inhale, lift. Exhale, send the hips down low, finding your way back into a toe stand. Remember, as before, if you want to plant the hands down, feel free. Thinking about squeezing in the core. Let's have a little play with a twist this time. Inhale. And exhale, opening out towards the left of your mat, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, stretching out through the chest. Inhale, tall. And exhale, maybe have a little play with a twist, mobilizing through the spine. Beautiful stuff. Once more each time. Inhale, tall. And exhale, a little twist and stretch. Perfect. Final time. Inhale. And exhale, a little twist. From there, inhale, tall. And exhale, plant the hands, lift the hips high, and we'll just enjoy a little floppy forward fold here. Maybe give the legs a little pedal, the body a little sway. Hopefully feeling like you've got some nice juicy work there in the lower body. We're going to move into our warriors next. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, plant the hands, hop, step, jump, find your way to plank. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhaling, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips high, stretch out with the fingers. Lower back is extending, spine is extending. Take a deep breath in. And 1 more breath, inhaling. Exhaling. Right foot rises, inhale. And exhale, right foot lands outside the hands, left foot grounds, and rise up tall. Warrior 1. Right knee over right ankle, thinking about steering the left hip down, lifting up with the left quad. Inhale, reach. And exhale, sinking low. So our warrior 1 want to really find that energy. So it's almost a sense of drawing the right foot backwards and the left hip forwards, making sure we're saying that right lunge. Inhaling. Exhaling. Thinking about maybe a little tuck of the pelvis. Keep quad engaged in that back leg, looking good. We're opening through the hips, strengthening through the legs. 3. Inhale. Exhale. So it's a humble warrior next. 2. And 1, interlock the hands behind you, arch back, inhale. And exhale, fold. Right shoulder is coming inside the right knee. Thinking about squeezing the heels of the hands together if you can. No worries if that's not working for you. And that will help open out through the chest. As the left foot presses backwards, the right shoulder moves forwards. Thinking about extending and lengthening from heel to head. Stretch and relax. So really lovely, juicy one for the legs. Make sure the legs are pressing the floor away from you. Got the core engaged. 3, deep inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. From there, we're going to plant the hands on the inside of the right foot and spin around to face the left of the mat. So we're moving into a surfer lunge. Right knee is facing forwards. Left toes are going to turn to the sky. So we're taking a surfer's lunge. If you need to, you can drop that right knee down and just work into a gate pose instead. Left leg is extending. Option to lift up one hand and maybe the other if you're feeling it. Thinking about inhaling. Exhaling. So it's a really lovely deep stretch on the inside of the left leg. Thinking about strengthening the quads as well of that right leg. 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Plant the hands. We're going to rock back up and find our way to warrior 2. This time facing the back of your mat. Left foot is facing the back of the mat. Right foot is facing the left of the mat. Thinking about extending out wide with the hands soft through the shoulders. Left knee over left ankle. Try and keep the body weight even between both legs. Perfect. Looking good. So as you ground down the outer edge of that right foot, lift the right quad up. Inhaling. Exhaling. Gazing over that middle finger. Maintain that lovely deep lunge. 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Turn both toes in and wide leg forward fold. Hands to heart center. Engage the quads. Inhale. And exhale. Start to fold. Stopping halfway. Moving the weight into the toes. Inhale. And exhale to fold. 2 more. Inhale. Extend and lengthen. And exhale. You can release the hands to the mat. Shoulders release. Inhaling. Rocking the weight into the toes. Lifting the hips higher. Exhale to soften. Working here. 3. Deep breath in. And out. 2. 1 more breath in. And out. Perfect. Hands to hips, leading with the back of the head. Squeeze the core, rise on up. And from there, we're just going to step to the front of our mats. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lowering through low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Stretch up high with the hips, strong through the core. Deep inhale. Exhale. Left side, when we're ready, left foot rises, inhale. And exhale, left foot outside the left hand, right foot grounds, windmill your way up, warrior one. So this time the left foot is facing forwards, the right foot is facing the long side of the mat. We've got the 45-degree angle. Think about steering the hips forwards, drawing the left hip and the left heel backwards, the right hip forwards. Right quad is engaged, hands to the sky. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale. So really focusing on power and strength here, lifting up with the heart. Inhale. Exhale, sink down low. So a little tuck of the pelvis, perfect. So think about opening through the hips. Again, we're finding that power, that strength. As you ground down with the right heel, drawing the right hip forwards. Well done, working here. Deep, full inhales. Exhale. So we've got a humble warrior. We're going to take that into a surface lunge and then into warrior two to the back of the mat. Working here. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And let's humble that warrior. Interlock the hands behind you. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Left knee is coming inside the left shoulder. Thinking about pressing back with the right foot. Crown of the head is moving forwards. Thinking about grounding down with the outer edge of that right foot as you draw the left knee and the left shoulder forward. So you're creating length here. From there, maybe letting the head relax, squeezing the heels and the hands together. Should feel a lovely stretch down the front left side of the chest. Deep inhale. Exhale. Opening through the hips, strengthening the legs, press the floor really hard away from you, using the feet. 3, inhale. Exhale, so find that breath. We're going to move into surface lunge next. 2. And 1, release the hands to the mat, and we're spinning around to face the right side of the mat. Left knee is moving forwards, right foot is extending. Thinking about lifting up with one hand, maybe with the other. Finding that lovely stretch, shoulders release. Deep inhale. Exhale. So we're opening out through the inside of the right leg. We're strengthening through the core, softening down through the shoulders. Well done. Working here, deep breaths in. And for 3, inhale. Exhale. So remember, we're really trying to open and extend through the inside of the leg. 2. 1 more breath in. And out, transitioning into a warrior 2. So we're going to spin the right foot to face the back of the mat. The left foot is facing the long right side of the mat. So we're opening out into warrior 2. Right knee is over right ankle. Right foot is facing forwards. Left foot is at 180. Thinking about extending and stretching out. Heel to inner arch alignment. Big wide stance. Extending fingertip away from fingertip. Relaxing the shoulders. Slight tuck of the pelvis. Squeezing in the abs. Lifting up that left quad. Awesome stuff, looking good. So we're open out through the hips, building strength in the legs, finding that warrior. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. And out. Turn both big toes in, interlock the hands behind you. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Moving the weight into the toes, lifting the hips high, inhaling. And exhale, letting the body just relax down, stretch down. Maybe a little lift of the quads to really open up those hamstrings. Moving the weight into the toes, deep inhale. Exhale, great job. 3, full breaths in. And out. 2. 1 more breath in. And perfect. Hands to hips there. Ground down with the feet, rise up with the back of the head. And step forwards with control when you're ready. Beautiful stuff. When you're ready, inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long, flat back. And plant the hands, hop, step, jump, find plank. Using the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale your way to downward facing dog, stretching up tall. Moving into our hips and core next, so left foot rises, inhale. And exhale, landing your left knee behind the left wrist. Left toes are turning out to the right side of the mat. So we're finding a pigeon pose. So look over your right shoulder, right knee, ankle, hip are out behind you in alignment. And then when you're ready, starting to fold forwards, stretch forwards. So we're aiming to find this lovely stretch down the back of the left side, left hip. Notice if you're falling very heavily onto that left hip, see if you can find a neutral pelvis. Inhale to extend and lengthen. And exhale, maybe starting to relax, release. Inhaling. Exhaling, well done. So we're just letting the body relax down, stretch forwards, the shoulders release. Opening through the hips. Steady flow with the breath in and out. Working here really full in the breath in and out for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale. From there, walking the hands back up, sweeping your right foot around and extending your right foot out to the right corner of the mat. Left foot comes into the inner thigh, finding the sit bones. Inhale, reach up, angle the body over that right leg and start to fold forwards. So we're thinking about drawing the sit bones back. Inhale to lengthen, extend. Exhale, soften. So maybe a little lift of that right quad, stretching out down the back of the right leg, using the breath. Inhale. Feel that inhale, lift, move the body weight forwards, the heart reaches forwards. Exhale to relax. Working here, deep, full inhales. Exhales. For 3, inhaling. Exhaling, 2. 1 more inhale. Exhale. And rolling on up there. We're going to plant both feet, roll all the way down to lie on our back. I'm just going to take a little dynamic bridge, releasing through the spine, engage the core. Inhale, rolling up, chest comes towards the chin, hands can float out over the head. And exhale, strong through the core, slowly lowering down, using the abdominals. 2 more, just inhaling, rolling up, enjoying that beautiful release to the spine, that flow, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, rolling down, using the abdominals. 1 more time. When you're ready, inhale, roll and ripple and stretch on up. And exhale down. Beautiful stuff. Giving yourself a little squeeze, little stretch. And when you're ready, rock and roll up and over, finding your way back to a plank. Using the toes, move the body weight forwards, lowering down through low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale your way back, meeting in downward facing dog. Hips up high, strong through the core. When you're ready, right foot rises, lift, inhale. And exhale, right knee behind right wrist. Left knee, ankle, hips slide out behind you. And keeping the weight even between both hips. When you're ready, start to fold forwards. So we're finding our lovely pigeon on the other side. Stretching out down the back of the right leg. Inhaling. And exhaling. So once again, just try to focus on that sense of length, finding space, finding steadiness with the breath, in and out. Soft through the shoulders. Easy flow with that breath, in and out. Well done. Just working here, making sure you feel that sense of lengthening right down the front of the left leg, through the shoulders for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more breath in. And from there, walking the hands up, sweeping the left foot around, extending the left foot out to the left corner of the mat, right foot comes in. Inhale, rise up, angle the body forwards, and take that little forward fold. Thinking about drawing the left hip back, extending long, reaching forwards with the heart. Inhale. And exhale to relax, release. So we're thinking about just feeling this hinging, this stretching right from the base of the spine. We're hinging at the hips. Imagine the lower rib cage is moving towards the knee. Inhale. And exhale, well done. Stretching out there for 3. Inhale. Exhale. So we're just using the breath here to help us slow down, feel into that hamstring stretch. 2. Taking 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. From there, rolling up, and we're going to extend both legs out in front of us, engage the core, lift up with the chest, peace sign fingers the big toes, and we're finding a bound boat. If you need to hold on around the backs of the legs, feel free. We're thinking about squeezing in the core, lifting up, using the abdominals for balance, for control, inhaling. Exhaling, so we're stretching out through the hamstrings, or just working that balance, working here. 5, inhale. Exhale, shoulders back. 4, well done. Deep breaths in. And out. 3. So really using the abdominals to lift the chest up. 2. And 1. From there, we're going to plant the feet down. Inhale, lift up high with the hands, and exhale, squeeze the core, twist, drawing left elbow to right knee. Inhale, reach tall, and exhale, twist, strong through the core. Option to stay there. If you can, we're going to come up into a boat pose. Inhale, and exhale, twist left elbow to right knee, strong core. Inhale, reach, and exhale, twist right elbow to left knee. One more time, try and hold that balance. Inhale, and exhale, left elbow, right knee, squeeze the core. Inhale, tall. And exhale, right elbow, left knee, squeeze. Perfect. From there, planting both feet down, rolling all the way down to lie on your back once again. Finding our way into a bridge pose. I'm just going to squeeze the core, send the hips up high. And when you're ready, from there, left foot reaches up to the sky. Squeeze the core, right glute is engaged. We're going to lower and lift that left leg. Moving up and down with control. Working here, 5. Well done. So lifting and lowering that left leg. 4, try and keep those hips high. 3, 2, and 1. Swapping over. So ground down with the feet, engage the glutes. And when you're ready, right foot rises, lifting that right foot high and lowering. So we're strengthening the glutes, the quads, the core here. Squeezing the abdominals as you lift and lower. Great job. So we're going to work here for 5. Moving with control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant both feet down. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And from there, just a single leg spinal twist. Left leg extends. Hug the right knee in. Take the left hand to the right knee. Drawing the right knee across the body. Extending the right arm away. Stretching out. Deep inhale. And exhale. Feeling the right shoulder relax down. Just unraveling through the spine. Deep, full inhales. And exhales there. For 3. So steady breaths in and out. 2. And 1. Swapping over. Right leg extends. Hugging in with the left knee. And taking that little twist. Right hand to left knee. Drawing the left knee across the body. Opening the left arm away and stretching out there. Inhaling. And exhaling. Really deep, full breaths in. And out. For 3, 2, and 1. Come through center, give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch, and then rock your way up. And we're just going to have a little look at our crow pose and the option of a headstand there. So coming our way up, we've got finding our way into a little yogi squat. We're going to take the arms down in between the legs. So remember, you want to have the capacity to have a bend at the elbow here. The knees are going to be outside of the arms, spreading the fingers out wide, looking forwards. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, and start to slowly lift the toes up. Press the hands really hard into the mat, squeezing in the core, and we're just going to float forwards. So remember, it's that sense of moving the body weight forwards, using the toes. So you're just gently moving forwards as the toes float away from the floor, the arms come into this little bending shape, and you can have a little play. If you want to have a play, rocking that into a headstand, remember you can take it into a tripod headstand from there. So we're just going to, you might want to find a patch of wall, we can move into a crow, drop the head down, squeeze the core, send the hips high, and find your way into a tripod headstand. So we're thinking if we are in that tripod headstand, keeping the elbows tucked in, the core engaged, moving back out with that same control. So just letting the head move forwards and then squeezing the core, having a little play maybe, or some stuff looking good at home. Perfect. So just something to play with. If you are working towards that crow, just things to be aware of is to make sure that when you're moving forwards, the knees are above the elbows. So those need to be above the elbows. Almost imagine you're moving the elbows back. Use the toes and then floating forwards there. Squeezing the core, float it out. If you want to have a little go at a crow jump back, thinking about shooting the feet back, landing in a low plank, find your way to up dog, and then back to downward facing dog. Just a few little things to play with, our crow, our tripod headstand. And when you're done, coming all the way down to lie on your back, and we'll just take our final few little stretches. So if you roll all the way down to lie on your back, thinking about extending the legs up into the sky, lower back on the floor, and we're going to take chin to chest, reach for the toes, and just enjoy this static hold, thinking about squeezing in the core, little inversion, and a chance to strengthen up the abs. So chin to chest, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze to the core, working there for 10. 9, so thinking about make sure that knee is, chin is into chest, you're using the abs to lift. 8, squeezy, squeezy with the abs. 7, well done, so really fire up those abs. 6, 5, so really strong through the core. 4, great job. 3, 2, hang on in there, you got this. And 1, well done. Give yourself a little squeeze, and then taking both arms out wide, shoulders relaxed, lifting the knees over the hips and letting both knees fall to one side. So just starting to stack knee over knee, let the shoulders release down, inhaling. And exhaling. So double leg spinal twist, just unraveling through the spine. If you want to make it deeper, remember you could wrap the legs completely around each other, whatever feels good. Deep, steady breaths in. And out. For 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, unraveling, lifting those knees up and letting the knees fall to the side. So hip above hip, remember you can just let the knees flop to one side. If you want to make it deeper, you can really maybe wrap the legs around each other. Absolutely anything at all that works for you. Shoulders are relaxing, really steadiness with the breath in and out. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale for 3. 2. 1. And coming back through center there, give yourself a little squeeze. And taking peace sign fingers around the big toes, knees into armpits. Have a little play with your happy baby. Thinking about extending the whole lower back down towards the floor, throwing the shoulders down the back, enjoying that lovely stretch of the hips through the lumbar spine, letting the blood flow back to the heart. Deep breaths in and out there. Just letting the shoulders release down for another 3, 2, 1 more breath in. And out. Stretching out with the arms there, with the legs. And just take a full body yawn. Maybe giving yourself a little shimmy out with the hips. A little wiggle out with the toes. Inhale, really stretch and reach. And exhale, let the shoulders, the hips, the feet relax. 2 more like this. So inhale, stretch and reach. Engage the muscles, point the toes. Have a little shimmy. And exhale, release. 1 more time, final time, inhale. Extend and lengthen and stretch out, engage every muscle. And exhale, release. Finding your way to a final comfortable position where you can just chill out for a few moments. If you want to bring the soles of the feet together or let the knees knock in or stay lying down on your back, whatever feels good. Shoulders are relaxing, eyes and jaw and face softening. Really deep inhales. And exhales here. Connecting with that fullness of the breath as at the beginning of class. Deep inhale. Exhale. For 3. Just enjoying that easy flow with the breath. 2. 1 more, really deep inhale. Exhale. Perfect. From there, giving yourself a little squeeze, have a little hug in, a little rock and roll. And rock and rolling your way up to seated when you're ready. So thinking about finding the sit bones, letting the sit bones ground, the shoulders relax down. Inhale, reach and stretch up. And exhale, the hands back to the heart. Taking a final deep breath in. And thanks for joining, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste. Well done. Great job.
Thanks, Rosie.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mom. See you soon. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you. Thanks, Flora. Thanks, Emily. See you soon.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Later.